I'm actually going to do these next two together because I wasn't supposed to do it that way, but I'm going to take liberty. So I'm going to come back and get both. Just hold on that one for a second. I'm just holding this. This is kind of like a safety net for me of being up here because if I hold on to it and squeeze it hard enough, I don't get as nervous. Almost a year ago to the day, I was running my own company, and I got a call to come help Empower Network hire its employees. And I was like, what's Empower Network? What's network marketing? And who the hell are Dave Sharpe and Dave Wood? Knowing nothing, right? I came in, I'm meeting, and I get talked into helping these guys start hiring people. And we hire people and we hire people. And then one day, there's this conversation like, hey dude, you seem like a pretty smart guy. How would you like to run the company for us on a day-to-day basis? And I was like, you know what? Nope. Not really interested. Yeah, you know, I got my own company. I'm doing my own thing. You know, really don't need that. So I'm supposed to be taking my son up to college, and then they say, hey, can you fly down to Tampa to talk to us? Oh, yeah, sure, I'll fly down to Tampa. Not knowing that there was trickery afoot, because Dave Wood had flown up from Costa Rica and was at the office when I got there and said, hey, would you like to go to lunch? Well, somewhere in there I got hypnotized. I'm not sure exactly how it happened, but I said yes. And what has happened since has been the greatest part of my life. I better take that back. The only thing greater was the day I asked my wife to marry me. But having said that, and clean that right up for everybody, yeah, there's my disclaimer. It was not an income disclaimer, it was a relationship disclaimer. But I had an opportunity then to work for two gentlemen who I am old enough to be their father, which I had never done before in my career. And I have learned so much, as have you.
Dave.
If you think about your life before Empower, it brings some images to you, doesn't it? What does it mean to be lost sometimes? What does it mean to not have a vision, a way to go, a path to travel, a person to believe in, a group of people who care about you? And that comes from two people who are true leaders, not just in this industry, not just to their families, but to all of us in this room. And all of you watching online. And if you know them, you know they're not scripted. They don't get a teleprompter. There's nothing up here telling them what to say. You know? They come up here and they speak from their hearts and from their heads. And what you know about them is they only know how to speak the truth. When you're across from them or on the stage looking at them, you may feel one thing. When you're alone with them in the room, talking to them, it's another. And what you know is they only tell the truth. And the truth of the matter is there could be no better members of the Empower Network Millionaires Club than Dave Wood and Dave Sharpe.
That's cool. That's like one of the most gigantic things ever.
Yeah, I'll do it. I was just letting them talk.
This is badass. You know, I'd never actually even seen these till right now. Power Rings Unite! I gotta say something goofy.
I think what makes it special is you guys. That's what makes it special. When I went down to Dave's house the first time back in 2011, and Lawrence actually was there, we were all burnt out. We were all burnt out. We were tired of doing what we were doing. We were tired of people around us not succeeding. We were tired of working 18 hours a day and not liking it. Sometimes today we work 18 hours a day and we love it. And it doesn't feel like work because the people around us are succeeding. And that's the difference. To me, this, every time I look at this, from now on out, I'm going to think about you. I'm going to think about you guys who supported us, all of the people along the way, all of the family members, all of the friends, all of the people who I've been involved in this industry with for a long time now, right? Like I said last night, these guys are not, and these girls are not, just business associates. And they're not just teammates. To me, they're family. So, thank you guys.
We love you, Sharpe. I'm going to keep this real short here. When I wanted to start this company, it wasn't because I wanted to make $1 million. It's the truth. It's because of you. And the beautiful thing about this is it's a symbol. It's a symbol of what you can do, right? And I hope when you guys see us with the checks, when you see us with the rings, when you see the stories with Vic, the stories with Lawrence. Lawrence was about to quit when he came down to my house. I mean, I think he mentioned that, but I can't hear it because back there it sounds like wah, 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 when people are talking, right? Tony was burnt out. He's broke. I didn't even know that. Jessica told me today that they couldn't even afford to pay the $500 product when they got in. This is a symbol of what you can do, right? So real quick, this is really all I've got to say. I want everybody in here. Everybody here remember what this looks like? You seen it up on the screen? Can you guys see this here? Just capture that image in your mind for a second. I want you to hold up your hand, close your eyes, and I want you to imagine that ring on your finger. And imagine yourself standing on the stage with that ring, getting a ring for earning $1 million in commissions, because you decided to step it up, because you decided to have a dream, because you decided to take massive action, because you decided to focus for the next 60 days, because you decided that you're going to be all that you could be. Imagine yourself putting this on, because that's why these are here, as a symbol for what you can be. You guys can all be up here. You guys can all be getting a check on stage. You guys can all become great and empower network. You guys can all do what Tony Rush and Lawrence Tam and myself and Vic and Dave have done. You guys can all be here if you, right now, make a decision that you're going to do it. Years ago, I was standing in the back of a room. More people than this. There's about 12 or 15,000 people. And there's Bill Britt standing on the stage. She just passed away this year, right? And I remember I was up in the back, the corner, right? Like around where that person is, walking around the aisle up there. And I was standing back there, pacing back and forth because I couldn't sit down, right? And I was mad. And I said, someday, somehow, some way, Bill Britt, I'll be on a stage in front of thousands of people. I'll be impacting people all over the world. I'll be speaking life into people and helping people transform themselves and have a dream. And I will be there because I've got a dream. Who in here has a dream? Who in here has a dream? You can be here. You can be here. Come on, guys. Come on up. Guys, this is just the start. Who in here believes this is just the start? I think we're taking a photo or something, so holding the rings, like the power rings, yeah. Combine.
Put your hands in here, baby.
Yeah, get it. All right, on 3, power rings unite. 1, 2, 3. And power rings unite. That was funny. That's great.